Hello, hello, Sagittarius. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill and Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Readings. I am here to talk to you from my Ren Fair tent on location outside. So there will be outside noises and other things like cars driving by or airplanes. And I will pause in the moment so that you can hear me. Please bear with me on those fun things. And of course, we're looking at 17th through the 23rd of December. I have the card here for the guiding card of the month from our Crystal Ally cards. It is water. We're talking about flow and staying in it. Flexibility, drive, and intensity, of course, because water can do many things. It can be very intense when it's ready and wanting to. So it's also persistent, I think. And I like that for you. The words for you from my guides to you were to remain flexible. That's the big group statement, is to be flexible as you're walking through doorways. And then the private message just for you, Sagittarius, is talking about how discipline might be important. So if that's something that hits you in a certain way, it might be disciplining people, or it might be disciplining yourself to stay on track with your workouts. It could be many versions of discipline. So please stay open to the possibilities and allow that to fall in where it can. Of course, these are all general readings, and you should keep that in mind as you listen. Let's talk about the 17th through the 23rd. We had some interesting cards come up, and I'm looking forward to clarifying them for you. I mentioned the airplanes, right? So let's pull up some more cards. All right. So, yes, the airplane is still there, working it through. But let's look at the cards here. We have spiritual union. We were talking about you having a really nice meeting of the minds with another human being. This could be mind, body, spirit, all kinds of different connections. These are good. This is you feeling supported and loved and appreciated just as you are, right where you are right now. I like that very much for you. We're going to absorb that and keep that for ourselves. If we could bottle it, we would. The next card down is that Four of Pentacles that we had last week, talking about that financial foundation you were putting together for yourself last week. It's carrying over. Super excellent. Love that. You are maintaining that in this moment of now for the 17th to the 23rd. So that's really good. Cool. You're staying at work. You're doing your thing. Good job. And of course, the Queen of Bombs is here to, it's a Queen of Bombs, right? There she is. She speaks a little bit of, I'm going to say the word chaos. So there is something going on that could blow our lives up, so to speak. Very much like a devil card, in that way that we can cause some trauma to our own lives just by being unaware of what's going on around us. So I want you to tick up your awareness, all right? Push yourself to see what's happening around you and what are the potential pitfalls as things move around you, okay? Because there are some pitfalls, right? Okay, so keeping that in mind, we want to move on to what's blocking you this week. Conflict and defeat. So there's part of you that's got, but it's blocked. So what's the opposite of conflict and defeat? Victory and success. Hello. So this conflict and defeat is blocked. So you're not able to, you can't be sad right now because you're sort of in a place of success. All right. So being in a place of success, don't fall into it. Don't get yourself lost in it. We have, of course, the death card. One of the many death cards in this deck has shown up for you to say, hey, it's not time for you to release anything right now. Okay. So don't release anything. You're in a place of victory and success. Now that you've walked through all that stuff last week, that's good news. There is something going on that you need to be aware of before it blows up your life, so pay attention to that. And your judgment will be off, okay? So your judgment is not going to be clear this week. Knowing that is half the battle. Pay attention to that possibility and let it be like, oh, okay. So we're staying aware, looking for the bombs going off, knowing that our judgment is off. We can't release anything, but we're in a place of victory. So cool. No wonder we're so happy. We can't see anything terrible happening. I get that. Not that there is anything totally terrible happening, but we just want to be aware. Okay, this is really about awareness. It isn't about how things are terrible. It's about how we need to stay frosty, shall we say, and take note of the happenings around us so that we can avoid issues, right? Because our solution for this is about movement, choices, and decisions. You have doorways opening, possibilities. You're excited about possibilities. The success for you is in the choices, decisions, and movement that are happening around you. Okay, super exciting, fabulous things happening. Okay, so excited by the choices, you're not paying attention to what some of the ramifications might be about your choices. So try and see 2 steps forward in the aftermath of making a choice before you make the choice. You see what I'm saying? You want to look through the doorway beyond the good thing that's right there, see what's behind it, because maybe something weird is behind it that you didn't really need. All right, so you get the good thing, but then you get some other weird stuff too. The star card talks about how you've done the hard work and you're getting into the part where it's not so hard. Excellent. We like that very much for you. So you've made choices, you've made decisions, it's getting easier, the hard work is over. Hello, that's awesome. But we have to pay attention, because if we're not careful, behind one of those guys in that doorway, that wonderful new thing that you're about to grab, there's a boogeyman. Eeks. So we want to be aware that we're not inviting the boogeyman into our situation. We want him to be barred from entering our lives, because he sucks. All right. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on more deeply. We've pre-programmed these cards. Bottom of the gods, sisters. Back to Sagittarius. 17th-23rd. All right. So we're going to go ahead and grab a couple more cards out of here to clarify. I want to clarify that Queen of Bombs, but I'm pretty clear that she's about certain things happening. Yeah. Opening up your third eye is going to be, if you look at things from here, you'll see things more clearly. Let your psychic eyeball do its job and help you perceive what's really going on around, because sometimes you can catch things that are maybe not so great before you actually step through doorways. Remember to step through doorways and be flexible, right? You're not letting anything go. You're standing in victory and success right here. So let's just look at that one more time. We're going to add some information right there. Conflict, defeat, helpless, and hopeless all are going to be, because you're going to be empowered. Empowered and hopeful. Conflict and defeat, they're all blocked. Neener. You're going to be really good. Okay? Really, really good. But we need to look at the movement and choices and decisions. We want to make sure that that's on point. And this card will do that. You're going to lead. You're going to be leading people through the doorway when you get there. So that's good. We like that you're going to be leading. That's nice. Following isn't really your bag right now. That's cool. Hard work will be over. Good deal. We need to clarify the boogeyman. All right. Clarifying the boogeyman for us. And it's about finding balance. So the boogeyman for you is simply about staying in the light instead of wandering off into the darkness. Because sometimes you have a knack for doing a little bit of both. You can do both. Stay over here, you can stay over there. And we talked about balance, and we talked about staying flexible. But when when this boogeyman comes to grab at your foot, you have to like tell him no, grab your sword and whack that thing off. You can cut his hand off, especially when he gets your ankle, okay? So I want you to understand that while the shadow is there, you need to balance yourself away from that shadow and stay in the light. And I think you can do that with your people. If you stay with your people, I think you'll do much better to stay in the light, all right? So good for you, Sag. Take care of yourself for sure. Make sure that it's good, right? We are excellent. All right. So once again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below. Let me know how all of this comes out for you. I appreciate you very much. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't want to. And bikes happen. So anyway, please come back and we'll talk next week about the 24th or the 30th. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.